Hi, there's more and more talk going on that we may be moving into a shifting real estate market. So in today's Coffee with Connie, I'm going to go into, and if you're a seller, how to be strategic in pricing to maximize your profit on the sale. So stay tuned for this edition of Coffee with Connie. If you are in a place where prices are maybe starting to go down, I want to share with you which is how to be strategic when you price your home in a seller's market. And the reason I'm so passionate about this is because I was a real estate agent when the market crashed. And I saw homeowners lose so much money because they were behind the market in their pricing. So let me show you what I mean. Okay. So this is the cost of overpricing in a shifting market. And when I mean shifting, I don't mean shifting up, I mean shifting down. And so here's the scenario, okay? This line represents the time. Here's today and this is the future. And this represents what a home is valued at, right? So when the prices are increasing, let me see. All right, so if this is value and this is time, okay, when prices are going up and you're selling your house, you may say, hey, I think I'm gonna wait till the spring because I think my house will be worth more money in the spring because prices are going up. And that's not a bad strategy, but keep in mind, you can't time the market, so prices could always change and they could start going down. But in an appreciating market, sometimes what we'll do is, I say we push it a little bit. So maybe the comps say the house is worth $450,000, but we're having an appreciating market. There's nothing available in the whole subdivision, and anything that comes on the market sells in a couple days. I might say, hey, let's try $475. We're going to press it. We're going to price ahead of the market. The market's moving this way to maximize your profit. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense, right? Comment below if I'm making any sense. All right, so in a declining market, of course, I'm a homeowner too. I want to maximize my profit, as everyone does. And maybe the comparable sales are saying 450 is what the most recent sale was. So you're like, I'm going to price it at 450. And maybe you're a little, anxious and you even do the 475 because you haven't realized that prices are declining. So let's say we're at 450, but all of a sudden the market is shifting. And buyers are getting nervous about buying. And so they are starting to go in the market and they're looking for the best deal. They're looking for the lowest priced one. They're starting to really price shop. And that's very different from a seller's market. In a seller's market, buyers are panicked because they have to find a home in 30 days. There's only 2 available. They're not even that picky. They'll a lot of times just take something because they need a home. And it's the opposite in a buyer's market. In a buyer's market, they're pickier, they're going to look longer, and they're going to try to find the best deal. So say you put it on for $450. Now here's something important to know. If you're not getting showings at all, you've missed the price. Unless like the house is falling apart, or you didn't hire a professional photographer, or you didn't stage it, or there's some other extenuating circumstances. But if you've knocked out all those things, you've staged it, you've priced it, you're marketing it like crazy on social media, internet, Zillow, everywhere, and you're still not getting showings, you've missed the price. So give it a couple weeks, nothing happens, you need to do a price adjustment. So here's where people get in trouble. They say, oh shoot, I have to do a price adjustment, so they drop the price to $445 or $440. And by the time that, 30 days goes by and they drop it, the value of their house is even lower because maybe before it was at $440, but now it's at $430, and now you're still too high. So another 30 days goes by and you drop it to $435. Well, guess what? Now it's worth $425. So you see what I'm saying? You're chasing the market and it's costing you money over time. And then the worst part is, the longer you're on the market, what do you think the buyers start thinking about this house, right? They start thinking something is wrong with it. Why is nobody buying it? Why is it still on the market? Why have they had all these price reductions? So in the end, you may even end up selling below the market because you sat on the market so long. So this is not the most cheerful Coffee with Connie, and I'm sorry, but I'm so passionate about helping our clients maximize the value that they can get on their house. If you've got to sell, you've got to be strategic in your pricing. And when a market is declining, you may not price your home at what the current market value is. You might get ahead of all your competition, because remember, all your competition is pricing right here. You might want to get ahead and price it right here and beat them out so that you don't end up selling for a lot less money months down the line. Hope you've enjoyed this edition of Coffee with Connie. I do have a huge disclaimer here. I don't know if we're in a buyer's market at all right now, and I know in a lot of price ranges we are far from a buyer's market. But in some areas and some prices, we are starting to see indication of that. So if you want to know if that is going to impact you, please reach out, give Dan or I a call. We would love to help you. Thanks for watching this edition of Coffee with Connie.